welcome to the People Podcast Corner. Moving our show to have fun talking to them and investigate it. We are more casual and plenty of answers as well as asking questions.
Hello everyone and welcome to the People First podcast. Today we are interviewing Katie Harris from the Oxfordshire County Charity Singing Service, who I watched a video of at Cropredy Festival this year. Welcome, Kate.
Hi, it's nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
So, during your young career, did you ever dream about being a musician or an artist?
Oh, times. So I started off, I think I was about 6 when my mum, I know, she'd always wanted one when she was a child. And so my dad saved up and bought her one. And I fell out, and it was a very, very battered piano. And I started playing and singing. And then my parents decided maybe I should have some lessons. And really, from that moment, I was hooked. That was me. So yes is the answer to your question.
Wow. And how did you get into performing?
So I had this amazing piano teacher when I was 6 or 7 called Mrs. Sherborne. She's passed away since I had with her, but she spotted that I could sing, which was interesting actually, because I actually found the piano lessons really tricky because I'm dyslexic. So I found reading the music very hard. But I had a very, very good piano teacher who spotted that I could play without needing to read the music, that I could play by ear. And she also said that so she asked me to sing in a big Christmas concert that she was running.
Oh.
So I put my best bridesmaid's dress on when I was 7, and that was my first performance.
Wow. Was it frightening?
It was, and do you know what? I don't think those nerves ever go away. I still get nervous to perform now. So I always choose a first song I know I can do.
Good. How did it feel playing at Cropredy this year with the Cropredy the primary school team? How did that feel?
Oh, it was absolutely fab. Shall I tell you a little bit about the school that I work in? Would that be good? And then I can tell you about how we ended up at Cropredy.
Yes, I've been to Cropredy once last year and it was absolutely fantastic. But go ahead.
So I work for the Oxfordshire County Music Service. That's my main job. And then I'm also a singer-songwriter as well. And as part of my work with the music service, they asked me to go and do some work in Cropredy Primary School. And the children there were so good that the head teacher asked the festival if we could play at the festival. And the festival said yes. So the children got to do their first ever performances in front of 6,400 people, which was very exciting for them and for me too.
Yes, it must have been. And by the sound of it on the video, they all enjoyed it. They all enjoyed it, and it's good fun. It's good fun. It sounded to go really well.
It did go really well, and it was really lovely actually, because I think they were all really shy and nervous to start with. When you stand on a huge stage in front of 6,400 people, when you're aged 10 or 11, in fact 9 for some of them. And so they were very nervous, but by the end we did 4 songs, and by the end they were so excited they were jumping up and down. So it was really, really good for them, I think.
I like the song Mary Mac's Mother.
Did you like that one? When I play that at concerts,
I absolutely that's such a good opener.
Isn't it? Isn't it fun? Had you heard it before, Luke, or was that the first time you'd heard it?
No, I'd never ever heard that before.
Yeah.
So it was all new, brand new.
Was it? I really it's a really fun one. We actually didn't get as fast as we do sometimes with that one. Because the fun thing with Mary Mac is that it's a tongue twister.
It is.
So for your listeners, I will just say what the words are, shall I? So the words are: Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. My mother's making me marry Mary Mac.
Mother's making me marry Mary Mac. Yeah.
That's, you know it, Luke, you know it. I'll marry Mary Mac for Mary to look after me. We'll all be making merry when I marry Mary Mac. So it's a really fun tongue twister. And you get faster and faster and faster as you go through. So the kids really enjoyed that one.
And then assembly bangers.
And what assembly manners did you say?
No, assembly bangers.
Oh, assembly bangers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Wellerman we did, didn't we? Did you know that one?
Yeah.
You did. What about the others? Did you know that one, you guys? So we've got Sarah, we've got Jane. Did you guys know that? Wellerman.
Looking them up through Spotify today because
You were listening to it on Spotify today?
yeah, because I'm into mum's into folk music, and I was looking at when Luke had said about interviewing you. I thought, sure, that name's familiar. So I was looking you up on Spotify,
Ah,
see if I'd heard you or not.
brilliant. So you must have found then my songs that are on an album called the Toledo Sessions.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good. Excellent. There's going to be a new album soon, so you'll have to have a look out on Spotify. That one's coming out in February, so there'll be a new one to listen to then on Spotify.
So what's it like then working with other musicians? Because it sounded really good when you were working with them.
Do you mean with the children on the stage, or do you mean with other musicians that are professional musicians?
Both.
Both. Okay. So there's two parts to my job. So the first part is working with children in schools. And I absolutely love that. It's just sort of fun. So I think we can talk more about that a bit later when we talk about music for wellbeing. But it's really fun to introduce children to folk music because some of them have never heard of it before. They don't know what folk music is and they don't know how much fun it is. So I really enjoy taking in things like piano accordions into schools and baran drums, and the kids get really excited playing them. And then it's also, I love playing with other musicians. It's a type of like communication, really. It's another way to talk to people using music. And that's really fun working with other musicians.
I went to Biffy School.
Wow, that's amazing, Sarah. What did you play?
I played a lot, really old songs of before.
Wow, old song.
And we sang with neighbours and Jason Donovan.
Wow, Jason Donovan.
Yes,
Brilliant.
I was
I remember that. No,
that high,
when you were little.
very young.
So, Sarah, I reckon you and I must be about the same age because I remember Neighbours when I was a little girl, and I remember Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue.
What is the hardest part of being a musician?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I'm going to say at this time of my life, it's finding time to practice because it doesn't matter how good you are, you still won't play very well. So I have to make lots of time to practice, and that's quite hard because I'm a teacher during the day and I also have 3 children. So I'm quite busy. So I have to make sure I make time in my days so I can practice. I think that's the hardest thing at the moment, Jane. Yeah, that's a good question.
And so have you got any memorable gigs or anything like that?
So it's really interesting because sometimes people think that the biggest gigs that you do are the most exciting ones, and sometimes they are. So I have Cropredy was very big. Some of the best ones, my favourite ones, are often the littlest ones where you've got people that really want to listen to your music. Because some of the big ones, sometimes people are busy talking to their friends and they're not listening to the music. So my favourite little gig would be 2 years ago, I did what's called an album launch, which is almost like a party where you play your music for people that want to listen. And we had a tiny little church in the middle of nowhere. So the people had to park in a field to get to the church. And there were only about 6 people, but those 60 people filled up the whole space, and they really wanted to listen to the music and ask questions and find out about it. And actually, I like that kind of music concert, that kind of gig, better than I like doing big stage concerts. That's a good question. No one's asked me that before. Good question. I like it.
To us more about your projects for religious swimming.
That's such a great question. I'm glad you did that. That's part of me. I have jobs for the music service. The first one is teaching people about folk music, and the second one is called Music for Wellbeing. And Music for Wellbeing gives a chance to go with children in schools who might be struggling. So they might be sad because maybe they've had something sad happen in their family, or maybe find it hard to make friends. And I can use music to help those children. And that's, I really enjoy. I'd call that a privilege because it's something that I feel lucky to do. And so I also go into hospitals with that one as well, and a home where children live because they can't live at home with their parents for one reason or another. And I get to use music to help look after those children, which is really fun and exciting.
You not doing music.
Great question. So I said earlier, I've got 3 children, but they're quite grown-up children now, so they're teenagers. So I enjoy spending time with them. Today, I also love reading, and I love the countryside. So I live in a little village in Oxfordshire, and so there's lots of nice places to walk from here. So I really enjoy being outdoors. In fact, later this week, I'm going up to Yorkshire for a gig, and I'm going to do lots of walking there in the countryside because I love doing that.
We're up here. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Are you in Yorkshire? Whereabouts? Where in Yorkshire are you? Whereabouts?
You know,
Bradford.
Haworth,
Okay.
home at Bronte sisters.
Yes.
So
West Yorkshire.
Yeah, so I'm going to a place called Pickering, which is about an hour and 15 minutes from you, I think. A bit nearer to the coast.
What are your plans in the future?
That's a great question. So we probably best to answer that with music and tell you what my plans are with music. So I have a new one that will come out in February. So I'm busy making plans for that one. But the first single will come out in December, and then another single in January and in February. So you can look out on all of my Facebook pages and Instagram pages, and you can see those videos when they come out. And then in February, the new album comes out. And very exciting because it's me and a cellist, a guy who plays cello, and he's a very, very good player. So he's played with lots of very famous people like Adele and C, and lots of famous people. So so looking forward to that coming out.
Do you have any advice or tips for any young
Musicians, brilliant. Do you have any advice for young musicians? I think it's more finding the thing that they really enjoy doing and not giving up if something doesn't work. So I started off with playing flute and violin, and I haven't stuck with those things because I found other things that I enjoyed more. So it's always about finding the thing in music that you enjoy the most and then spending lots of time practicing that. Practicing is very important because nobody, even if you think it looks like it on X Factor, nobody is ever born good at anything. You have to work hard at things, but you've also got to enjoy them. Does anyone else in the group like to play music? So I know I've heard from Daniel and Sarah that they like to make music. What about anybody else?
Do the parties for people first.
Decent DJing, that's brilliant. That's not something I've ever done before, so you know more about that than me.
You've got to mix songs as well.
Amazing. And that's actually a skill, that is, to be able to do that. That's quite hard.
We have a band we really like that come to our parties. They're called Playing for Kicks, and they're a similar band. They cover everything, almost everything from the Beatles to they cover. I think they've covered David Bowie a few times. They've covered Divine Comedy.
Yeah.
They've covered Madness. They get us all up and dancing. They get the crowd up and drinking and dancing and
Brilliant, brilliant. Because sometimes it's really good to be able to sing along to the songs, isn't it?
it's hard to judge. It's hard to judge who's the last man standing at our balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant, brilliant. I love it. I love it because sometimes when I have work at my work, some people are a bit too shy, even though everybody's musicians. They take a long time to get dancing. So I'm glad that you don't have that problem. Luke, can I ask you a question? Got to finish, yes? I was just going to ask you, Luke, where it was that you saw the video of Cropredy. Did you see it on the television?
YouTube. I can look it up on YouTube.
On YouTube, I see. Excellent. Yeah, great. I just wondered how someone all the way up in Yorkshire would see a video right down in Oxfordshire, but that's brilliant. You spotted it on YouTube. Great stuff.
Hey, we're not that we're not that silly.
We do all the research before podcasts.
I didn't think you were. It's about 4 hours to get from where I am to get to where you are. So that's why I thought it was a long way away.
Who inspired you to play folk music?
That's a really good question. So, I mean, first of all, I like all sorts of music. So when I'm in my car, I listen to lots of things as well as folk. But I play folk because I used to sing. So when I was growing up, my dad used to sing a lot of music with me in the car. So my mum was a nurse, and so she would finish working late at night. So my dad would have to put me and my brother in the car to go and collect her. So I think probably to stop us crying, he used to sing lots of folk songs. So that's how I learnt lots of folk songs in the car. And so when I was an adult, I think I kind of added a lot of that to my own music. So we used to sing things like Joni Mitchell and James Taylor and Ralph McTell.
Oh, I've seen him on some videos at Cropredy.
Have you?
He's played with Fairport.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
Fairport themselves, and he good collaborations on the big night. They have really good people.
The really funny thing about Ralph McTell is I would really love to meet Ralph McTell, and I've played at the same festivals as him twice, but he's played the day after me and I've had to go. So I've never managed to meet him to say hello, even though I've been on the same stage.
Oh my, that's a shame.
I know. It is, isn't it? One day I'll meet him.
I'd love to meet him. I'd love to get him on this podcast.
Do you know what? I bet if you asked, it would be worth sending an email. He probably has people that look after his emails for him, but you could certainly ask.
Yes, Katie, it would be lovely to speak to you again. And thanks for coming.
It's a real pleasure. Thank you for having me.